All right. Here we go. Football manager in the Faroe Islands. And we've been struggling. Did a great job in our first match for qualification, and then we ended up getting absolutely trounced in the last round after trying to go to a defensive setup. So we are simply going to go to what we've been playing as and have found success with. And hopefully we can, not be as bad. And you never know. We are at home. And the last time we played at home, we won 8-1. We are about to lose Fredericksburg, which stinks, but he wanted to leave. And he had been such a great player for this club. And he wanted to leave. And now my squad is mad. He made very clear he wanted to leave. I couldn't stand in his way. That doesn't make the... Okay, well, he wanted to go, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. Alright. They want me to sign a suitable replacement, which is probably not going to happen. But that's not the end of the world. Actually, I wonder what that does to our finances. To be fair, I don't actually know. We're still above our payroll by quite a bit, so we are going to have to suffer for a little bit. But that's okay. We should be fine. Oh, actually, the transfer budget was full, so can we move this over? Look at that. We are all of a sudden within the budget. After me completely messing up at the beginning of the season. Hopefully we can actually, this next match isn't a big deal to me, to be honest. Juan Carlos Arce, I won't have enough money to buy him, so let's see. Probably should go through these recommendations at this point. I do have 10,000 to spend, so maybe we should aim on replacing I'm not gonna go for anybody that's that old. Deckers is for loan from AZ. 46,000 to 19-year-old. Would they let us get him in on loan for free? The answer is gonna be no. Yeah. I would love to get a senior affiliate, but apparently the board and the director think it's a terrible idea to get in players on loan for free. Which doesn't make any sense. Not at all. The good news is Gusias is back. Dynamics-wise, I don't understand why our dynamics are so poor, if I'm being honest. It's like the game is out to get me. We've lost 3 matches all season, and yeah, to be fair, the last match we had was pretty terrible. But it's not the end of the world. Until I get sacked. Which, if I get sacked, then I might just go to a different Faroese club. They have lost their last 5 matches, so we should be fine. I think I might have to try a team meeting with how bad the morale is. For no good reason either, may I remind you. Can we get a early goal here? Would be nice. We are away from home. That's the only concern we have. We don't want to give them their first win or even draw in the last 5. Of course, we're going to let Samuelson pick up the ball and drive at goal. So the morale being low really stinks headed into the rest of the Champions League. But in the league, we're winning by a mile. I don't think any team in real life would be complaining too much. Latif with the cross to Gasias. I don't know how he misses that, to be fair. That is a terrible miss. Gasias here. Able to get the cross to Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen should score. And Klaksvík does take the lead. It is a good start. So Mikkelsen is going to come in and start for Frederiksberg. It stinks that we don't have Frederiksberg anymore. But like I said, he wanted to leave, so I wasn't going to hold him. Olsen Pedersen here. He's going to go along with it, which is okay. Gasias isn't really the striker we want to have on the field playing that type of way. We were potentially able to find his feet, which is more what we want. It's a good save from Pedersen. We're not doing too great, to be honest. Keeping good possession, but outside of that, statistically, not really able to create much. Which has me a little bit concerned for our next match against much better opposition and having to, you know, come back from 4 goals down. Cassie might be able to slip someone in here. He decides to go to Nyangadu instead, which is fine. Nyangadu is going to drive all the way to the other side. Maybe he can get a goal here. He forces a save, so we get a chance from the corner. Nyangadu will serve to the near post. City Sar is able to connect, but unfortunately doesn't matter. Not able to actually direct it on target, unfortunately. I don't really know what's going on there, to be fair. Oh my gosh, that would have been a goal. And if we take a quick look at the league... Oh, nope. We're not going to be able to take a look at the league table. Froyza here. Out to Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen drives inside. Tries to find Gasias. Not able to find it. But luckily we're able to have the ball in the midfield. Out wide to Froyza. Down the flank to Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen could get a quick ball in. He does. Gasias is there. Johansson with an easy save though. So everyone, all of my back line are complacent, which is weird. Considering we're not exactly doing that great. They just don't like me, man. They just don't like me at all. I should have probably started with a higher coaching badge because I really think that's pretty much it. The only reason they wouldn't like me. Not with this many wins. City Star here. Switches it back to Koch. Over to Denny. Froyza on it. Able to find Mikkelsen again. this time opts for Hansen. Hansen with a good hit, but Hansen, another easy save for him. We're getting into decent spots, but I don't think the chances we're crafting are great when it comes to the final shot. We're going to need better in the next match. They really don't, Bucky. They really don't. I don't know how long you've been in, but if I can, if I'll back out and just show you, there's one match where I could see why they're mad, and it's this one here. I decided to try and go to a defensive formation. Thanks for the follow, man. I very much appreciate that. We are in the Faroe Islands, like you could tell from the stream save, but we got absolutely trounced in that first game, but that was tactically my fault. But in terms of the league, we're way on top. And overall, I think I've made the team better. But the dynamics are, for whatever reason, very bad. And I didn't do anything significantly wrong. I think it's just I started on too low coaching experience. Yeah, this is the Champions League qualifying round. So that was a Champions League qualifying round, so I can understand them being mad about that. Though, to be fair, they're just playing really badly. Like, we shouldn't be getting scored on like that. Cassie just gets the ball one off of him. He misses the tackle here. I don't really know what what's the manager supposed to do? So not a great relationship with the players as of right now. But yeah, hopefully we can still get I just want to get a decent result and prove that we're not 4-0 bad. So I am going to go all out at home to try and get as close as possible to getting through to the next round of qualifying, though I doubt we will be able to overcome that 4-0. What stinks even more is we actually had a penalty that we missed in that match. So if we had gotten that penalty, that would have changed how the tie looks. Nyangadu is awful right now, so we're going to sub him out. Haller Hansen also hasn't had a good game, so Andreasen's going to come on. Yeah, 1-1 is not bad in terms of the result itself, but the reality is we should be beating this team. We're on top of the league pretty easily, and they're 16th. Okay, now we're up 2-1, so we'll take it. Yeah, luckily we're good enough that if we do go down, we can usually get a result. By the way, I like to ask, are you playing FM currently? If so, what's your save? I love asking people about what their saves are. Got 15 minutes left. Probably should just make some subs. Cassie's tired. Klaksvík's gonna come on. I'm gonna move Gasias back. Does anyone else like really significantly need? I'll probably take City Star off, put Bowden on for him. And Latif is fine to keep playing. Pavlovic is probably the only one that I will probably plan to use next game. You're doing Welling United. That's so that's the English lower leagues, right? Forgive me if I'm incorrect. It sounds like the English lower leagues. We just shouldn't... Okay, good. Bowden's able to cut out that pass. And honestly, hopefully this can result in some sort of chance on goal. Bjornsson brings down Andreasen, which is fine. Bottom of the English division. So are you in level 10? Ooh, not a bad try. I think that's been my favorite save I've ever done, is starting from the bottom of England. Five minutes left. Why? Okay, we're gonna let that go out. That's fine. Not that far bottom. Yeah, I don't. What league are you in, or division? I guess. What level? We just haven't been very good from corners either. We were playing some amazing stuff at the beginning of the season before all the dynamics started to go to crap. Why Faroe Islands? Good question. Honestly, I don't know if you follow Zealand, but he's obviously he's a pretty big Football Manager YouTuber, and he did a video on this team, who is from the Faroe Islands and are currently in the not the UCL. They're in the Conference League group stages. So that's the first time that a Faroese team has ever been in European competition, or gotten a win in European competition. So the goal of the save is to carry that tradition on. I also I should link this. I like to make custom databases, and I post them on my YouTube. So this is a custom database. So if you want to check out the database, I have it on my YouTube there. It says that you're helping me get to 400. I'm actually nearing 1,000. So I'm hoping to get to 1,000 subs pretty soon. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I just enjoy making databases, and the Faroe Islands was one I wanted to do after seeing that video. Yeah, it's fun. I do quite a few. I actually have probably my biggest database that I've ever done in the works. I'm pretty excited about it. It is a worldwide Champions League with continental super leagues. I've really struggled actually with making it. I've made it twice and then it was broken twice. But now I finally think I figured out the editor to be able to have multiple edited nations. It just took me like a week to figure it out. Alright, good win. And now we move into this extremely intense match against... I don't know how to say it, to be honest. Ferencvárosi. That Bulgarian team, right? Or Hungarian, not Bulgarian. That was offensive. Yeah, they beat us 4-0. Oh. They are from Hungary, right? I don't know how to even... I've been playing this game too long to not understand how to find what nation this is, but I can tell by the flag that's Hungary. We're just gonna have to advance through the game. I don't think it's gonna go super well. If that was you that subbed to the channel, thank you. I appreciate it. Sometimes I can't tell if it's a sub from Twitch or if it's a sub from YouTube. Are they? I actually don't know what the Bulgarian flag looks like. I know they're from similar areas. It is crazy though, like, I did some research and I didn't realize how much, like, it makes sense. But there are a lot of different cultures in Eastern Europe. It's pretty wild how different some cultures are. Thank you, Bossy, for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the Faroe Islands. And we are about to host a Champions League qualifying match against Hungarian side. I think I should just call them FTC. Are you... Oh. All right. Thank Bossy 800. Yeah. We are probably going to lose this match. We're down 4-0 on aggregate, which is pretty awful. But let me show you guys. I will show you our first qualifying match that we played at home. We did this. So, I mean, there's always a chance, you know? You just have to believe. We will have to see if we can. I don't know. I'm really doubtful, but at the same time, you never know what happens when you play at home on Football Manager. Sometimes the most ridiculous thing happens. So Kasi needs a rest apparently, but unfortunately for him, he's definitely going to be playing. They want me to start Gusayas out on the right, but I definitely would. They think Lee Irwin is pretty good. And that's fair. I did bring him into play, so we're going to go with what the assistant thinks. Oh, I'm nervous about this match. Though I shouldn't be, to be honest. I mean, any nerves should have been gone after losing 4-0. We have nothing to lose now. Yeah, that's fair. I'm still disappointed just with the way that we lost. I tried to go to a defensive style with this team, knowing that we leaked goals, and guess what happened? We leaked goals trying to play defensively. I should have just left us in an attacking position and hoped for the best. So we'll see what happens with this match. It's not going well so far. And it's going to take a lot of luck to even potentially have a chance to go through here. And we're not doing well so far. We're going to go ahead and hit them with an encourage. They like that. We're still under all the pressure as of now. Good clearance from Kronberg. Would love to win the ball back here and potentially counter. They are very confident. So the high line is... They're definitely playing a high line. I don't even know if they had a single player in their half. So if we can manage to win it and potentially counter, it's not looking good right now, is it? Get the match. I can't get the match stats up. All right, the ball's in their half for once. We'll see if our mid block can stop them. It's not so far. Can we win the ball in the middle? Yeah, so far we're probably not going to. I probably expected too much from the tie. But I love to believe, you know? You never know what's going to happen. The way this is going, though, it hasn't started the way we want to. I still remember watching PSG bottle I think it was 5-0. It might have been 4-0. But anyway, when they had Barcelona and watching that match, that was you could almost feel it before the game started. But then watching it happen in real life was insane. Oh no! We're just not good enough. It's just the end of it. The thing is that I'm pretty sure Klaksvík beat this team in real life 3-0 and then went to the next round of qualifying. So disappointing. Fun fact about myself, I've never worked as a professional coach, but I did work as a D1 coach here, as well as I've coached high school. So I do coach in real life. Though I am potentially having a career shift, so that might not be the case for long. But I think I will always be coaching in some form if you include Football Manager. Alright, now that we're 5-0 down, we've got some possession. You know, I'll take it. We got the ball into their box. It's better than the last match, except now we're getting countered. Okay. Right now we're out of season, but I was coaching basically like youth level. I don't know where you guys are from, but in the United States we have club soccer as well as school soccer, and a lot of times the players play both. And I've actually coached both, but more recently I've been coaching school soccer. Yeah, in Europe the club-based system rules, and honestly, even though I coach school soccer, club soccer is definitely the way to go, development-wise. Luckily, that goal was disallowed. I think we might as well go all-out attack, right? Very attacking. Yeah. Excuse me, football. It'll be so much easier if us Americans just decide to call it football. I actually worked with, when I coached at the university, I worked with an English staff. And I always thought it was kind of funny listening to them call it soccer. But it's true, that's what we call it here. It is what it is. We're going to go 4-4-2, I think, you know? There's no reason not to. Apparently, well, I can't move Irwin for whatever reason, but we're just going to put Cassie up there. Shift Gasias. Let's get, who should play on the left? Probably Mickelson. For whatever reason, I can't move Irwin at this point. Yeah, might as well go all out. My hope is we can actually make a group stage. So, I am glad we've at least gotten one win and progressed once. Oh, I thought we might get a chance at goal here. I don't even know if I should demand more. I'm going to. You know, like, if you didn't take into account the other match, this hasn't been an absolutely terrible performance. Ooh. Got a pretty big football game over. Yeah, it's pretty big. Or are you talking about a specific game? Where are you guys from, by the way? I like to know when people stop in where they're from. Good win by Andreasen there. Kronberg on it now. Plays it up to Nyangadu. Albanian living in Belgium. Cool. What finds you in Belgium? Mainly moving for work or something? That's a good save from Pedersen after he pretty much tore us to shreds. Irwin here. Irwin driving. Can we slip it to Gasias? Can we slip it to someone? Can we do something? That's not what we want. We still have the ball, though. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, you watched the games. Yeah. I was picking on Detroit. They always play on Thanksgiving. I don't know if you knew that. It's their little tradition. They always play on Thanksgiving, and then they just get smacked. Yeah, I feel like I'm a bad American because I definitely like soccer. more than American football, and I know a lot more about the European leagues than I do about any of the American sports. But I wouldn't be surprised if you watch football pretty consistently, you probably know more than I do about the NFL. Yeah, that's my problem with it, honestly. I don't have the patience with soccer. I can sit down and watch an entire half. If I need to get something done in the at halftime, I can. Well, other than that, I can just watch for 45 minutes and then be done. If you want to watch football, if you want to watch two football games, you pretty much have to blot out eight hours of your day. I'm pretty sure it takes less to watch like the Premier League. I've never actually added up the time, but if you start with the early kickoff and just watch the 2 games after that, what does that put you at? Like 6 hours usually? Yeah, it's not even, I don't know. Going to games in real life is fun, but all the commercials when you try and watch on TV, I just can't do it. It's like trying to watch a movie with a commercial break every 5 minutes. You know, down 1-0. I'm not going to say that's the worst. My assistant is, I don't know. This team is good. I mean, if we can somehow get a goal here, I'll be happy with that. And then just call it a day. And then move on to, luckily, Europa League qualifying. Yes, 1-0 is an improvement for sure. I wish I could go back in time, and I guess technically, since it's a game, I could go back in time, but I don't like to save scum. I totally made the wrong call in the first leg. I gave them way too much respect. And I think I would have lost. I think I would have lost by 3 anyway. But actually, in that first game, I don't know if I said this, we were able to. I switched to all-out attack once we were 3-0 down, and we actually earned a penalty. Unfortunately, could not convert it. Oof, it's a good shot. So I think I'm going to learn from my mistake and honestly just do the best I can. And just stick with our positive mentality, possession-based play. And hope we get through to a group stage. Our finances would love us to get to a group stage. Nyangadu with a goal. Alright, so what do we need? We need 1 goal every, 10 minutes? 1 goal every 10 minutes. And then, actually, that's not true. We need more than that because they have an away goal. Away goals count, right? I don't actually know if away goals count in this. Whew. Now that we're drawing level, they're probably going to go more attacking. And they'll probably score the next goal. We are going to get Gusaius off. Let's get Klaksvík on. Latif is going to come on for Da Silva. Lee Irwin has not played well. So we're going to put Frank on instead of the young Frenchman. Oh, I meant to see if I can move him over. Okay, I can move them over now. That XG. Look at that XG. If only we were doing that consistently. It was a good goal. I'll go back and show you, actually. I don't mind going back and watching a goal. Good play from us, to be fair. A little triangle of possession there. Find Nyangadu, and he slips it in. Pretty good hit. Nyangadu was actually one of the players I signed. Signed him on a free. So I still overall think I made the, I think I overall made the team better. It's kind of hard to tell when you just boss the league, though. Like, if you've really improved. He's off. He was off, ref. That's fine. By the way, Bossy, this is a custom database. And I like to create Football Manager databases. And I have a YouTube channel. If that'll work. Did that not work? Anyway, on my YouTube, for whatever reason that the link's not popping up, but I have this database on there. Oh, okay, I found a cause of video about the database. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know why the link didn't work there, but it doesn't matter. If you came from the YouTube, then then you don't need the link anyway. I will tell you, I've got another database coming out soon once I finish it. Sorry, getting distracted by the game, but should have a FIFA Champions League coming out that has continental super leagues. So that'll be the biggest database I've ever made. It's definitely been the most complicated. Mikkelsen serves into Nyangadu. He's not able to get to it. Mikkelsen, like, win the ball, man. Get to the ball first. It's not that hard. Alright. Can we create something here? It's a good ball to Klaksvík. Will he get to it? He'll get to it. Hansen keeps it in. Kronberg finds Nyangadu. Another chance here. Probably not the right decision. But we get a corner out of it. Yeah, it's a lot of trial and error. And I've been doing it since Football Manager 18. So I've kind of like picked up different I don't even know what's the word. I've just gotten better at it. Yeah, sometimes I consider myself a good Football Manager player, and then other times I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. To be fair, coaching in real life can seem like that too. Sometimes you feel like a genius when something you do works. Especially if there's something in practice you worked on. If there's there's like no better feeling than like spending a training session on something and then you get a goal out of it or something. That's literally the best feeling. Andreasen's gonna come out just because he's tired and the game's over. Yeah, but whenever the other side of that is when things start going wrong and you just can't, sometimes you just can't figure it out, and it doesn't matter what you do. Sometimes you're just the worst team. Yeah, I don't know, it's not a super easy game to get into for sure. I definitely suggest, I don't know if you're playing, but the big teams are the ones that I like to start with. And now I kind of have a way that I like to kind of start every FM game with a specific system. And then I kind of tweak it to what I find working. Yeah, it's a fun game though, and there's a lot of creators out there that'll help you out too. Sometimes I like just looking up tactics. I never really copy and paste tactics, but I like to see another goal for Nyangadu, and we are gonna win this match. Not enough to go to the next round, but at least we get a win at home. Yes, I would take the W for sure. But yeah, the more you play, it's like any game. The more you play, the more you'll know what works and what doesn't. And you'll kind of, like a real coach, kind of develop preferences to how you like your teams to play. We need a third midfielder there, but I'd prefer to just have the two up top. The two up top has worked. Oh, got too complacent. Yeah, I like the mobile version is definitely a good spot to start. I honestly liked the difficulty of the computer game. and how much, obviously with the databases, how much more flexibility you have there. We're gonna win. Okay, we are gonna win. This game's insane. But yeah, the mobile version is good. The only thing with the mobile version, I wish that you could put what do you call it? Like the team logos and stuff like that. That's the only thing with the mobile version. But I understand why they can't do that. Yeah, I know. This would have been an insane match to be at in real life. The only thing that stinks is the match was basically over before it starts. But if we don't concede a goal there, we bring it within 1. But obviously we conceded, so that doesn't really matter. I don't understand. The players just get pretty mad at me, like, all the time. It's just like, I'll show you the dynamics. It's just very poor for no reason. 18 players at the club that are unhappy. But we have 9 players at the club that are very happy. So there's nobody in the middle. And I don't know if it's a bug. But, like, I haven't really done anything to make anybody mad. They feel like there's a lack of sufficient quality. And they're mad about the sale of Fredericksburg. But I don't have... Like, I have 4,000. Like, everybody makes more than that. City Stars on 96, so... I don't know. There's not much else I can do here. But... We get the win. Several players feel your pep talk. This is another thing. They've come to me 3 times about my pep talks. Pep talks have been confusing. I don't know what was confusing about what I said. I made their I made it worse here too. Seems to get anxious. This is another thing, is a lot of people have come to me wanting contracts even though they make no money. And unfortunately they're not like good enough. So I've just been denying it. I don't have money to start with. So we can't really just choose to give out contracts in our current situation. Okay. One of our best players is mad. Let's go to a team meeting and just be like, there we go. There we go. How happy does that make everybody? A little bit happier. We're not as mad. Never mind, we are mad still. My problem is when I start playing FM, I started with KVO, my home team in the 2nd division. Yeah, starting with a team that is low is very difficult. Like this save, honestly, is probably the hardest one I've done. And I'm kind of stuck. There's not much I can do. Luckily, the last 2 team talks have gone well. But, like, for example, like, just this team right now, they're all mad at me. If you start at a big team, you can kind of just sell them all and replace them. Here, I can't do that. Alright, so... Oh, we got our next draw. So we're playing Vilnius, or... Zalgiris? I'm gonna guess... This is Lithuania, right? Okay, yeah, there's... Okay, it says where the stadium is. Lithuania. I got that with the flag, though. I got that with the flag. I'm a good American. Most Americans don't even know, like, a single Eastern European country. I am not one of them, though. It's actually a really big week. Not only with the draw... or the game against Zalgiris, whatever. I know where they're from, but I can't say the name. But Vikingur Gotha, 4th in the Premier League. They're probably our domestic rival. One of our domestic rivals. I say it's a big match. We're already 12 points ahead of them, and we have a game in hand. So let's see. What round are we in with the Europa League? We're favorites. So if we get through this round, actually, we could qualify for the Europa League, which that would be better than the team in real life. Yeah, it's definitely worth, especially on the computer version, starting with a big team. I agree with that. And then once you kind of learn, I mean, every save is different. Like if you start with the Premier League, you honestly want to just spend a lot of money so you can build the best team possible, because when you're at that level you have to. But you'll find different saves where your strategy of building the team is different. So like for this one, I'm pretty much the entire save, I'm probably gonna have to try and find players for free, which makes for a very difficult save. But then hopefully we can get into more consistent European matches and make more money, and then maybe we can change our approach from there. All right. I still have to buy the new. Yeah, I would. Out of all the football managers I've played, this is definitely, I think, my favorite that I've played. I definitely think it's worth it, worth spending the money. I don't know who's registered and who's not. We have a spot. Backup goalkeeper. That's who it needs to go to. We do have to get past our next match before we get into the Zalgiris game. But yeah, the new game, just the way that the players and the match works is so good. And tactically, you have, within the roles, you have so much flexibility as compared to previous versions. I'm gonna go ahead and rotate. I'm gonna go ahead and let the. That's not great rotation. Bowden, let's get Hansen on. All right, that's more what I want to see. But yeah, sorry, I got distracted by myself. Yeah, I'm so excited for next year, to be honest. I was excited for this year once they started releasing stuff. I was surprised with the physics and animation changes, or make it worth it alone, in my opinion, just with how much I play this game. But then the positional play aspects, and this is a small thing, but the ball physics. The ball physics is so good in this version. Last FM, I felt like it was a ping pong ball the whole time. Johansson, that's a good ball across. Bowden is injured, which I noticed that on the tactics screen, but the assistant manager still picked him, so I'm assuming he's considered fit enough to last through the match, but we'll have to keep an eye on his fitness. Hansen drives across to Johansson. The forward made a pretty bad run there and just blocked his own team's view of the goal. So that was a pretty bad example of the positional play. But honestly, that's my fault, not the positional play aspect. Oh yeah, absolutely. The game's been growing a lot too. I'm interested to see if Football Manager will ever overtake FIFA or EAFC. It's a much better game. I mean, I know it's different, but FIFA's so, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be arcadey, but I just don't like it for that reason. Yeah, I think the new graphics could definitely bring a lot of people over for sure. We're basically playing on mobile graphics, which is crazy. It's a good goal from Frank there, by the way. Yeah, I can't remember what the sales have definitely gone up recently. I can't remember what they said, but I'm pretty sure they've already topped last year's sales. I might be completely wrong about that. But Miles Jacobson, he's the, I don't know if you guys follow him, but he's the, I don't know what to call it. He's not the owner of SI Games, but he's basically the director of creating Football Manager. And he posts a lot of stats. And I'm pretty sure I saw like 2 million had already bought it or something like that. It's probably more than that, to be fair. But when I started playing, not nearly that many people were playing it. And not many people were creating stuff and putting it on YouTube. The amount of people with YouTubes now is crazy. Oh my gosh, we just cannot. We cannot seem to not get scored on. And that's why I will never go defensive with this team again. We went close to going 2-1 down. Gosh. I want to look at the stats now. To be fair, we haven't been like, I don't know, super convincing. That's a great save from the keeper. That is a great save. By the way, I don't even mean to diss FIFA. I loved FIFA. That's why I found Football Manager. I used to love playing career mode, but then but that was the thing, is like, if you like career mode on FIFA, if you find Football Manager and you get into a save, it's over. You're not gonna go back to it. I do wish, sometimes the mobile version seems a little complicated. I almost wish that, I know it would take away some of the point of Football Manager Mobile, but if it was more relaxed like FIFA, in terms of like who you can sign and how easy it is to raise money, I think I would enjoy the mobile version more, just for a bit more ease and customization. Alright, I have a good feeling about this passage of play. Yeah, exactly. That's the only problem with career mode. It's like, it's just like too easy sometimes. And then also, the part I struggle with is controlling like, I want to go into the game and control the players, but then that's a good goal from Wilhelmsen. Being able to control how difficult it is a little bit of a weird thing for me too. That's one thing I like about Football Manager, is like, there is no difficulty and teams are even. Like, there's no advantage that I have over the computer, really, at least in terms of how the players play. I obviously have the advantage of being better at building a team and being better at managing a game. But they can't, like, I can't make my players play significantly better than what they can do with their players. So I enjoy that part of it. Console FM. Yeah, I saw somebody playing that on stream the other night, actually. It looked pretty interesting. Oh, it's a good pin from Bowden. If only he was on the field in our Champions League tie, we would have only lost by 3 goals. That reminds me, his fitness is good, so to be injured and to Still be on a 7.1. That's pretty good. Yeah, I've never played console FM, and now I don't. Now I have a computer now, so I'm not gonna get a console for FM or anything really. Wilhelmsen able to. Yeah, I thought we might be able to find somebody going forward. Some of the balls forward are just really bad right now. I wouldn't mind if we just, you know, pass it back, relax. That's fine. There we go. That's what we want to see. Now we can get a runner in the box, or we can just rotate it back at this point. That's poor. Just go back to the center back at that point and draw them back out. It's like mobile pretty much. Fair. Yeah, the 2D would stink. On arcade, you can get the touch version, and the touch version is actually pretty fun. I played, unfortunately, you have to pay a subscription fee. But now you have to do a subscription fee for mobile now anyway with Netflix, and I don't have Netflix. Which part of me is like, wow, Netflix is really worth it at this point. If you can get, FM mobile, but... Thank you for following Madeline, YouTube, Madeline YT, Madeline. I don't know how I'm saying it, if I'm saying it right or wrong. I'm good. How are you? I noticed you guys have the same one. Yeah, the 2D. To be fair, I use 2D sometimes, just tactically look at positioning. But I would like the option on mobile to play 3D. But like I was saying, the touch version, actually, they have like the 3D match engine, and you can play it on mobile. And it works pretty well. Hansen's gonna serve in here. Street Fighter watches? Sorry, I don't know what you mean there. Street Fighter watches. You know, I might need to make a sub here. The game's not like... We're still up 3-2, but I'd rather be a little more convincing, you know? Johansson, oh, not a terrible try. The VS next to our names. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, you guys have the same... They're from a Street Fighter. Okay, cool. I did notice that. I was wondering if you guys knew each other somehow. To be honest, I'm pretty new to Twitch, so I don't even... I don't actually know what they're called, which is funny. Hopefully my stream is good. But I am relatively new to the Twitch culture. So what's the Street Fighter event that's going on? Is it like a big tournament or something? Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I do appreciate the support. Oh, luckily was able to, it's basically be able to take over the setup from my YouTube and just stream with it, which is nice. So like, the technical side of it wasn't too difficult. And I enjoy talking to people. So I feel like, in that sense, I would be decent at streaming. This is a... I know we have the lead, but I'm just not happy with how easy it is for us to concede. It's just not good enough, in my opinion. Which, to be fair, we're playing a very rotated side. I have to remind myself of that. This isn't our strongest side. And a lot of guys that came in, we still have the... We still are up 3-2. My favorite player? That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I have to say, like, who's the best player, I think? Don't hate me for saying this, because I would take both of them on my team, but if I had to choose one, I think I would choose Messi on my team. If I had to choose between Ronaldo and Messi, I think I would choose Messi. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not the only one that thinks that, but that's one thing I wish we could have seen is Ronaldo and Messi on the same team. Yeah, he's so good, dude. It's ridiculous. Yeah, the way that he can just come into a match and just dictate how the match goes is insane. Ronaldo is probably the better, like, I don't know. He's a different type of player, and he's so good at scoring goals. Ronaldo's the type of player that can get you a goal if you're in a situation where you're not playing well. And Messi's the type of player that will change if your team's not playing well. He'll make your team play well. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, my goal actually, there should be one of there's a guy called the Mad Scientist. He's actually been really supportive of me starting to stream. But he makes a database that basically goes back in time, a retro database. Yeah, exactly. See, that's the kind of player they are. They can get you a goal from like wherever. Like they'll get you a goal no matter how you're playing, and Messi will change how your team is playing. And that's the best way when people ask me that question. That's the best way I figured out how to answer it. What team do I support? So a little bit of a sad story. It's not actually that sad, but I used to work for a professional club. I say work. I was a student, and that was the local club of where I live. And unfortunately, while I was working for them, they folded. So I don't really have like a team from where I'm from that I support. But yeah, that would have been my answer to who I support. Now I think I'm kind of a bandwagoner for Wrexham. Just with the show coming out, and I kind of see myself in Ryan and Rob with how they've kind of discovered the sport. Because I had a similar experience. Like, once I found European soccer, I fell in love. MLS teams, Charlotte is the one closest to me, so Charlotte's my pick there. I wish I could say I am a Charlotte supporter, but I'm not a diehard supporter of any club. So I don't usually bring up Charlotte just because I'm a casual. But out of the American teams, that's my team for sure. And I've also been lucky enough that I know people in the professional world. And so honestly, I'm kind of just fans of individual coaches and players, and no matter what team they're on, I just hope they do well. Yeah, I'm currently a coach. I'm probably going to be switching. Well, I don't know. I've had experience with college, pro, and now I coach like school soccer. So it's not the same level. It's still a lot of fun though. The pay is not good. In American soccer, you can get to the point where you're getting paid well, but it's pretty hard to get those jobs. I have never been paid super well for coaching. They got relegated last season. Now they're 13th. Oh, yeah, that's rough. I'm sorry. How much did I make from coaching? I think the most I ever made was probably like $1,000 a month. And the least I ever made was like $300 a month / volunteer. So not a lot. What team do you support again? Was it, I think you said it earlier in chat. The KOV, I think you said. Forgive me, I can't remember. Yeah, I'm serious. It's not fantastic. Oh, and by the way, $1,000 a month is just during the season. That's not for the year. KVO, that's right. I don't actually know what that club is, if I'm honest. We've ended up turning this game around, winning 6-3. Though 3 goals allowed still is not good. Oh yeah, Man City's your favorite, that's right. Yeah, good times for Man City so far. Are they actually get in trouble? Do we think they're gonna get in trouble? I've tried to follow if I know Everton got the points deduction. You don't think they'll get in trouble? I don't know. I seriously don't know. If they do get in trouble, there's no way that they're gonna let City. They're not gonna force them to go all the way down the leagues like some people have said, I don't think, but I'd much rather be a Man City fan right now than a United fan. What country is KVO in again? Is that, you said you were from Albania, but living in Belgium. So is it a Belgian team? Okay, so it's a Belgian team. What? Let's go find them. I'm interested. Let's get out of this match first and say that we did okay. Nice work, everyone. That was good. Let's ignore the fact that we conceded 3. Alright, we do have a home match first in our next match, which is great. Because we play much better at home. And I'd rather set up the tie. Let's go. What did we want? We wanted to find KVO. Let's go to clubs. Is this it? Or is it further down? Under it? It's not Ostend, is it? Okay. Well, you said they're in the 2nd division, so they were in the 1st division last year, right? Oh, it is Ostend. Okay. I didn't realize they were. Okay, yeah, now I see. I don't know how to say it. Koninklijke Voetbalclub Oostende. I've actually heard of the club. I just didn't recognize that it was. I didn't recognize it by the letters. I wonder. I don't even know if I had the leagues loaded. I should have checked how they were doing in the league. I don't know if I have the leagues loaded right now though. Nah, I don't have the Challenger League loaded. They might be able to get promoted to the top division at some point, though. Alright, we have a big match coming up now. I really hope we can win this match. But the good news is, I think if we get through this match, or through this tie, excuse me, I'm pretty sure we're guaranteed a group stage spot. Like, even if we lose, like, if we lose the playoff, I think you qualify for the Conference League group stage. I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to see. I should probably see if I can bring in someone, even though I don't have a lot of budget. It's probably worth bringing someone in on a free. Probably on the right. Oh, I didn't do a free transfer. I did that wrong. Free transfer on the right. They don't have anybody. Then maybe a midfielder makes more sense. Okay. Let's see who we get. Why would they say Danny Drinkwater? In what world are we going to have money to sign Danny Drinkwater? Gosling as well. Like, let's just see. What is he going to want? No, see, that 86K for Dan Gosling, okay, but 425 an appearance is ridiculous. There's no way that we could do that. Let's see if we can cut. I'm not used to this new version. Nobody wants to come in. Well, they can't come in on loan. That would make sense. Let's go. Unsure. They've been in the first division since 2012. It's a disappointment. They've always been mid-table, so it's coming. Yeah. That's one thing I like about the European leagues, though. Like, I know it stinks to get relegated, but we have teams in the United States that have sucked for years. And they just get back into the league. They're just back in the MLS every year. It's so boring. Because you know they're going to suck. We had one guy willing to come in on loan. He's not very good. So, that's probably why. Maybe we'll go back to this. And see if we can get somebody in on, whoop. Click the wrong button. I don't know if I'll be able to offer this many trials or not. We'll have to see if anybody accepts and is actually good. Thomas Hansen. Okay, we've got some people accepting, so we will we'll see if we can get a guy in. And then that'll kind of be our team for now. I don't see myself being able to. I need to figure out a better way to do this. Here we go. We don't have the money to sign a lot of players, so this is probably going to be the one signing we can make, and hopefully that makes everybody else happy that I tried to give the team a little more depth. The biggest shock is we were struggling in the second division against the second team. Yeah. It's hard though, man. Like, I don't know. Mentality is such a big thing in this sport. And I'm sure they lost a lot of confidence going down. Eric Hogstad looks pretty good. So we'll have to remember him. Who was that? Scardy. No. He's only 22. He can play both as a center mid and a right mid, and he has decent potential potentially. I'm not seeing anybody that's like super sticking out at this point. That's the problem with being the top team in this nation already. Yeah, I think it's probably best. So you can actually see the loan players, I'm pretty sure, in this. Okay, so let's see. Eric Hogstad's the only one that like kind of fits in. He is fast. He is super fast. Our director and jump ship with a lot of players, plus our coach got. Yeah. Yeah, that's the negative of relegation is like, I said it easily, like, you know, it sucks to have all these clubs back in the league. But then for fans of that team, like you, like, I feel bad that you don't get to experience your club being in the top flight. But I don't know. It's like no matter how good you are, if you're in the lower divisions, you can't go to MLS, which I just don't like that. He's 29. I think I go for him, right? I mean, I think we'll go for it. He shouldn't be too much. He's pretty expensive, though. Why is he so expensive? Yeah. Money talks for sure. That's the other thing that stinks, but no offense to the Man City fan. But yeah, money, you have to have money to succeed, basically. Alright, so unfortunately, I don't think it makes sense to go with him just because of how expensive he is. But this guy can provide depth. He's of league level. If he's as expensive, He's more expensive. He's more expensive and he's worse. Eric, come back. Yeah, okay. I messed that up. What does the NFL do in terms of financial fair play? So all the Americans... Are you talking about the NFL, like America? Yeah, so it's not really financial fair play. It's basically like... I mean, I guess it is. Every team has a max amount they can spend. And for every team, that max amount they can spend is the same. So it's even like FFP in relation to like how the budget works in American sports is even different. Is pretty like flexible. Because at least with financial fair play, you can still spend more than other teams if you brought them in. But in American sports, and that goes for MLS too, it's like a completely... Yeah, they basically just all clubs are limited to the same amount of wage. And there are different rules that you can do to sign different players. For example, you can do trades. But the big thing is the draft. I don't know if you've ever heard of the draft, but instead of having like youth players promoted to their top or to their pro team, they all go into a draft. And the worst team of that past season gets to pick first of the upcoming players. So if they had that, you could see like, I don't know, in the Premier League, an example would be when Phil Foden came through at City. If Bournemouth had come in the last year and there was no promotion or relegation, obviously, they could pick up Foden for the next year and kind of try and build a team around him. It's very weird. If you're used to European sports, it does work. It does work that you can build a team in one season. And yes, I hate it, but yes. It's I think that's one reason. Another reason I don't super like American sports is I don't like any kind of thing where you can be rewarded for playing poorly. But that is absolutely a strategy that they do, for sure. I went on autopilot, so I hope I set my team up well for this match. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all, if I'm honest. But that's why I like European sports. That's why I follow it. Oh my gosh, he stepped out, but then he didn't get to the ball. Good thing Pedersen's there. It looks like we're playing in a different stadium. We are. We're not playing in our home stadium. So I guess our home stadium isn't big enough for this level of game. I can't say that I've watched European basketball, but I have seen some clips of it. My brother actually coaches for a university. Look at us go. City Star with the first goal. That's what you love to see. We go up 1-0 within the first 10 minutes. But a lot of American basketball players actually, and he knows some, they go to Europe and quite a few times players from his team haven't made it in the NBA. A couple have made it to the NBA, but the rest can tend to go to Europe and play for a decent amount of money. All right, if there were any doubts about my management at this point, I don't want to speak too soon. But if there were any doubts about my management, getting into the Europa group stage would be fantastic. $15 minutes on the clock now. We're kind of lucky to already be a goal up. I mean, it was well crafted, but we only have 2 shots. I wish we were a little more dangerous from set pieces. Nyangadu here. Oh, good block. We're looking good right now. Nyangadu. Back to De Silva. Finds Sar. Sar inside to Hansen. Finds Mikkelsen. Oh, what a save. A lot of Americans struggle when they come to Europe from the NBA because of the rules and physicality. See, I had no idea. That's really interesting. So do you follow European basketball pretty closely? Also, does Ostend have a, do they have a basketball team? Sar with a second goal. What a strike from City Sar. Hey, hopefully they're doing well and can kind of make up for the soccer. Oh, never mind. You followed up before I got too far. Well, I'm sorry. Hopefully they can turn it around. Basketball is an interesting one too, because like, I don't know. Soccer is very much team building. Very much team building, but basketball seems like even more, like how you do is even more based on who you can recruit. Because at the end of the day, like, sometimes it's just the bigger guy gets the ball. Like, and it's that simple. I know it's not that way all the time, but in soccer, there's like so many different strategies you can employ. And I know you can kind of do that in basketball, but like I said, at the end of the day, sometimes it's one-on-one. I don't like that we got scored on, but hopefully we can get another goal. I would say 2-1's not good enough to take into the second leg. They might get a second one here. Hopefully we're able to cut them off. Decent chance for them. Yeah, so if you're like not in the position where you can really recruit well, it's kind of a sucky position to be in. Like with soccer, like I said, it's the same, but there's ways to get results even if you're the worst team consistently. Like worse on paper. It's a lot easier to win if you're the worst team in soccer. I don't know if I want to hit him with it. I don't think it makes sense to tell them that I want more whenever we're up. So maybe I don't want to praise them either, because it's not like we're doing that great. So I think we're just going to hang on. Hopefully something comes out of this chance. De Silva on it here. Swings it over to Hansen. Hansen slips it back to Nyangadu. That's a good save from the keep. I actually haven't noticed. Is my head in the way whenever... Is this database available to get? Absolutely. It's, if you said you found it through the YouTube, right? It should be, let me see. Yeah, let's see. So the video that goes over the database has all of it has the database in the description. If you want me to, I can see if I can get it on my YouTube here. Yeah, okay. If you can find that video, if you can't find that video, I can send you the link to it. But I think it's the second to last video I made. The last video I did like a little update of the stream, but honestly, it didn't do super well, so I might delete it. I think I've been wanting to do Let's Plays on my YouTube, but they never seem to do well. So I think I'm just going to focus on trying to do videos that are like one-time videos, if that makes sense. Because I'm getting decently close to getting 1,000 subs, but the Let's Play videos just don't seem to do well. I wish they would, but that's kind of why I decided to start streaming. It's just the Let's Plays. Every time I tried to do it, it just didn't get the traction I wanted. Plus, I just enjoy playing the game. I think we're doing well. We can definitely find another gear to take charge of this match. Keep going. Weren't that bad. Keep going. Like, why are you losing focus? We could qualify for a Europa League match, and you've never played in a European competition. Like, why would you lose focus? Luckily, he doesn't do poorly there. We find De Silva on the left. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I did, I thought about trying to do that way. I bought an editing software that might make it easier to actually just edit the streams down. But then part of me just wants to just... It has a VOD anyway, so I'm like torn on if I want to just spend my time doing standalone videos. I was hoping he'd be offsides. He is offsides. Thank you, ref. Thank you, ref. Gusaius has not played well. Kletsgaard's going to come on for Cassie, though. Actually, no. What am I doing? Gusaius, I'm going to take you straight off and put Cassie back on. You probably don't have time. Yeah. I'm sorry. I read that earlier. I was responding to something I already replied to. Yeah, it takes... I don't know. It's like it's almost... I wish I had time to do both, because then I would. But yeah, I think it makes more sense to just do standalone videos. And hopefully through those attract people to the stream and vice versa. The good news is I don't really think there's a wrong or right way. It's just kind of figuring out what works. Oh, off the bar. This keeper has kept them in this match. Yeah, I guess that's fair. It did work for you. So did you... Which video did you see? Like the update video or the... Or did you see one of the streams on YouTube? Wow. I cannot believe we came out of that not getting scored on. My shorts have recently been doing really well too, so a lot of people come to the channel from my shorts. I really wanted to take a lead into the next game. Did I? Oh, I see what I did. That's a mistake. That shouldn't be like that. That's really frustrating that I didn't notice that earlier. We definitely weren't playing in the right position, and now our chances might be messed up because we allowed a goal. The video from last week. Okay. Oh, can we get a goal here? Cock! Yes! That's what I'm talking about right there. 3-2. Good. I'm glad you found the channel. It does seem to be growing. It seems to be growing at a pretty good rate right now. Hopefully I can keep it up. What a finish from Cock. Right under the keeper. He has had a great game, by the way. What is this? I don't know how to find subs. I'm going to pause this so I can get to the... Shots faced 7. And he's... I mean, to be fair, he's conceded 3, but he's saved 4. I mean, that's not... To be honest, I don't really know much about statistics. I would think that's not terrible. But at the same time, that's half. Yeah, my shorts are actually better than my regular videos. My shorts are starting to get pretty good views. I could go look at it right now, actually. Let's see. My short... I try to post a short daily. Yeah, so my last short actually did really well. I got 2,000 views. And 4 subscribers from that one short, which is pretty good. The best I've ever had is 10,000. Yeah, the shorts have definitely been the reason that my channel gets noticed more, for sure. Man, I'm really glad we were able to score 2 goals. But yeah, the shorts are... I enjoy making the shorts. If they ever pop up for you, since you're subscribed, they might. But I go over like real things that happen in soccer. So like for today, I went over Harry Kane scoring in the Bundesliga. So I try to do like some real soccer stuff. I might start making some videos talking about real soccer as like longer videos. I just don't know. They'd certainly be shorter, and I don't know how I want to set that up. But I definitely think I'm going to try and experiment with that. So, for example, I might talk about the U.S. men's team and what I think they could do better, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, you are definitely right about the shorts. Mikkelsen, that's a great run. Get it back across to Klaksvík, and 3-2 or 5-2, excuse me. 3 goals after going to 2-2. And I think we can officially start to rotate some of our guys off. City Star has 2 goals. Should I leave City Star on? I think I will. Andreasen's going to come on for him. Sorry, not for Star, but for, who was it? Hansen, yeah. De Silva, we'll put Freuz on. Freuz is right-footed, but that's okay. At this point, I don't really care. What a game this ended up being for us. And we should be able to progress with a 3-goal lead. Cock on it. Plays back to Pedersen, up to Foreign. I will say, if you try this database, it is going to be very difficult. Klaksvík is probably the easiest team to play as. But the hard part about it is trying to build a team with limited money, where you're kind of expected to do well, but it's pretty hard to, with the amount of money you have, it's going to be pretty hard to build a team with it. Not playing too, yeah. I do plan on, I'll probably make it every year from now on. That's kind of what I do. Once I start making a database, I'll make it for every edition of Football Manager. And maybe like tweak it a little bit so it's the best it can be. Next year, I know one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to make it so we make a little bit more money, just to make it a tiny bit easier. And that's a 4-goal lead. One thing, if you come and watch this save, you're definitely going to see goals. That is a definite thing you're going to see. It might be against us, it might be for us, but you're going to see goals. Wow. 4 goals after going to 2-2. We're going to go back and see this goal in the 69th minute. Nice. What a goal it was. And I think we're headed to the Europa League playoff, if I do say so myself. Yes, it was. I agree. That was a great result. I wasn't expecting it to come off that way. But we will certainly take it. Honestly, statistically, I mean, we had good possession, but we weren't able to create a ton of chances, but we finished 6 out of 16 shots. That's a pretty good haul there. I don't know if you just noticed, but I said that he did a good job, and then I'm pretty sure his morale went down, which doesn't make any sense. Luckily, we've got the atmosphere up. So far, we're doing just fine. I mean, I think FM is using the logo of the basketball team for that Lithuanian club. The one I'm playing? You know what? I think you're right. Because that's definitely a basketball. That's funny. I just downloaded a logo pack, so I don't know. That's really funny, though. It's actually a pretty cool logo. I think we're going to get Cassie on the bench. Because, I mean, let's be real. We won the league, I think, right? I mean, would you consider the league won? I mean, I know anything can happen, but the likelihood that we're going to drop 4 games... Yeah, see, okay. I mean, technically, they're 5 points. They're only 5 points behind, but we also have 2 games in hand. So, I don't know. This song is very intense. I'm not really feeling it. There we go. The football team has a soccer in the logo. Soccer ball in the logo and no orange. Yeah, now I'm interested. I'm gonna look it up. Let's see. Let's look it up on my phone. So, what's their name? Zalgiris Vilnius. Or Zalgiris. FK Zalgiris. Yeah, I see. I actually recognize that logo, yeah. Let's see if you can see it on the... There's the soccer one. Booyah. Let's go back to Twitch. There we go. Yeah, it's all green. I've got to say, I kind of prefer the basketball logo, to be honest. I think the basketball logo looks a little bit cleaner, in my opinion. Yeah. I actually, speaking of logos, I think this team has a really cool logo. I know it's super simple, but it's a Viking. Like, you can't really go wrong with the Viking being your logo. So, yeah, he's unhappy, but... Oh, yeah, he's still unhappy about a pep talk where they lost 4-0, and I said it was bad to lose 4-0. Unfortunately, both of my options are tired. I think maybe I'll just go 4-4-2 for this match and give both of them a rest. You know? I mean, I feel like that's the best thing to do. If both of my options at attacking mid are hurt, just get the strikers on, because I only play with one striker. I recruited more strikers because I was planning on playing a 4-4-2, and then I kind of changed my mind last second. Because I like to be able to control the game with a 3-man midfield. So hopefully with a different system we'll be fine. We do have Hansen in, which we didn't have at the beginning of the season. He's a pretty good midfielder. So we should be able to deal with them. This is one of the stronger teams we'll play. So far, not great. If they get 3 chances in a row, we might go conservative for a while. What is my music taste? That's a good question. Because half the time I feel like I don't know. What we're listening to right now is just the stream beats. So I can... to be honest, I like the stream beats, like the different playlists. But you can use them for anything, which is nice, because I genuinely like listening into it sometimes. But outside of that, I listen to more like alternative rock. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but I'll just list some bands. Like I do like Bring Me the Horizon. I've been listening to a band called Point North recently that I like. I think they're more like a punk rock. The story so far is good. And then there's different bands like Bad Sons, if you've heard of them. I've liked them. Dayseeker, I think is what they're called. I really like Dayseeker recently. I don't know if you know any of those bands. You probably know Bring Me the Horizon out of any of those. Which, to be fair, I like some of the more like the what album is that? The newer stuff is I don't listen to as much, but like the Avalanche. What album was that? It had the umbrella on it. I don't know if you remember, or if you know which band I'm talking about. And the last one I'll say is like acoustic music, any type of chill acoustic music. I can listen to anybody play a guitar and sing softly. What about you, though? I just probably gave you way more answers than you would like to have. Let's, I think we can hit them with an encourage. We've been doing well. We've come into the game. Now that I've encouraged them, we're probably going to concede. This is the problem with the 4-4-2, though. We have decent chances, but we don't control the midfield as well as I'd like. And so we end up with a pretty even game. But then on the other side of that, we get conceded on anyway. Whew, that came close. Alternative rap and Nirvana. Okay. Nirvana's good. I had a stage where I liked rap. And I'll listen to it sometimes, but I tend to gravitate like towards the more like rock style. I'm not a very big like, I don't know. I enjoy listening to music, but I feel like if I ever go to trivia or anything, I'm the person who knows the least. Like if it's soccer, I know a ton about it, but I don't know much about music. Yeah, I wouldn't know the difference with rap, to be honest with you. Yeah. I do like some like older music. I actually learned, this is probably funny, because he's super popular, but Paul Anka, I think for the first time I learned a little bit about him. I had heard the name before, but I didn't actually know who he was. Which that's probably pretty awful. Like, I feel like a lot of people would know him. But I just learned about him last night, so... That's your proof that I'm not very musically inclined. Still 0-0 here. I feel bad, like, not really worried about this game. Like, I should probably care more. I'll probably care if we go down. But I'll take a 0-0. Lee Irwin, we brought him in. And if I'm honest, he hasn't been good. Yeah, Paul Anka, so that's funny. He was a very popular singer from the 1950s, I think. And the reason I heard about him is because I might be completely wrong on the time frame, but he's the one that came up with the song where like the main line is "Put your head on my shoulder," and that's where I learned about him from. Because it went over why he wrote that song. I do think he's decently popular, though, because I've definitely heard the name before, I just didn't actually know who he was. Do we praise them for playing decently well, but we're under pressure right now. It doesn't make sense to praise. I think more likely we make a sub. Lee Irwin just has not... He has not been good enough since bringing him in. Yes. So that's me. Like, I'll recognize the song, but then I'll have absolutely no clue about anything, like, the artist or anything. The only reason I know about him now and that he wrote that song is because a random YouTube short popped up. I'll actually tell a funny story. I was in band in high school. And unfortunately, our band director, he passed away, unfortunately. But I'll always remember I tried to play the trumpet, and it was just me playing at the time for like a grade. And my band director told me that I sounded like a toilet in front of the class. That would have been like probably the worst moment of my life, but I didn't really care about music, so I just kind of laughed instead, which probably didn't make him happy. Yeah, I just wasn't I wasn't very musically inclined, and I wasn't passionate enough about it to work to get better at it. So, yeah, I dropped out of band after that, and I think he was happy that I dropped. It's like having a player on your team that you know doesn't actually want to play. Oh, what a goal from Hansen. What a goal. But yeah, in situations like that, you just have to laugh with them, right? So we have the lead now, so I think I can go ahead and hit them with a praise, and they will be happy with that. Oh, Nyangadu comes close there. You wish you had after-school clubs. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if you mean... Do you mean just like... for sports specifically? I do think, like I said, I think the club system's better at developing actual players, but accessibility-wise, it's nice to have like a 3-month season and then kids that wouldn't get to play regularly get to play. Oh, in general. So there aren't any after-school clubs at all? That's kind of surprising. That's like a big way of how... That's crazy. Huh. Your school might be structured differently to get you interested in different things, but honestly, that after-school clubs and stuff like that are a big... That's like a big... How am I saying this? That's a big way for kids to get into things in the States, like different passions, is by having the clubs at school. So how does the school get you guys into like different things like photography and stuff, or is it all on your own? Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, the school is like a good place to really get hooked into it. So I'm actually a teacher as well as a coach, so that's all some coaches are here. At least with school soccer, you pretty much always teach as well. But I had like an after school program that the kids would sign up for. And then it was like a little academy. It doesn't work like a real academy, like going to play other teams and stuff, but I basically had a little practice session and they would get to play a little 30-minute game once a week. Frank here in, and how do we not finish there? It looks like he was offsides anyway. Alright, rotation. Sive Gusias is gonna come out. Kasi, I'm not gonna put him on. I'm gonna put Nyangadu, switch with him. No. Okay, fine. We'll put Cassie on. I'll give in. Andreasen's gonna come out for Baldin. So both players that I didn't want to play, I'm putting on. In fact, I'm gonna change my mind. Let's get someone on that doesn't play a lot. Yeah, that stinks. That you don't have after school clubs, honestly. Honestly, the biggest after school club that I was in would have been the sports teams, though. So at least you still have the opportunity outside of school. It looks like we're gonna scrape with a 1-0 win. I don't want to say that and then they counter off of this corner. Can we work the ball? Nope. Justinison is able to win it there. Will they have one more shot at goal? Sorry, what's the question, like people lore? I can't remember what I said. Luke Cassie drives forward. Not able to connect. I thought that was going to be the goal. Read the chat above it. Oh, my bad. I missed that. After what are schools named like people or it's a mix. Yeah, it's definitely a mix. Sometimes it's just location. Sometimes, a lot of times it's a name. You'll see sometimes, like, if there's multiple schools in one little county, they'll have like a north and a south and an east, so it can be like directional. And then mascot wise, it honestly ends up pretty random. They just kind of pick something. That is one thing I like about American sports, are the names. Like, if I go to MLS, I don't like all the new MLS names. Like, New York City FC is boring. I like Seattle Sounders, Portland Timbers, LA Galaxy, Houston Dynamo, Columbus Crew, San Jose Earthquakes. I like the sports names. In Belgium, it's mostly after Saints, even if it's not a Catholic school. Interesting. Yeah, here, we do have Catholic schools, and those are obviously named after the, they're all, like, after a saint. By the way, I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about this on stream, to be honest, but, my brother works for a brewery, and they make Belgian-style drinks. And he brought me a Christmas one. It's my favorite. But I absolutely love Belgian style. Very random. But you remind me of it because the guy that owns the place actually learned it from a Belgian monk. Like how to brew. It was his uncle. Fun fact. Alright, we should be... Let's see, we are going to go back to our 4-4-1-1. I might need to set this as a 4-4-2. Maybe I should just copy. Let's see, I need to get rid of this. I'm never going to play that again. This is the formation I played whenever we lost 4-0. So, how do I make a... I can't remember how to do this. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to copy that and just make this one a 4-4-2. And that way they're kind of training for both. I kind of like the real coach in me wants to make a defensive one, but playing defensive in Football Manager has never been for me. Oh, you don't drink? Okay, fair enough. My wife actually, she doesn't drink either. So I'm the only one in the family that does. Well, obviously my immediate family. My brother drinks, but... Alright. Klaksvík versus... I'm going to put on the guy that scored 3 in the last match. The Lithuanian side, Zalgiris Vilnius. In America, you wouldn't be allowed to, so you're too young. Are you high school age? Sorry if that's too personal of a question, but... Yeah, we have to be... Yeah, 16, yeah. We have to be 21, so you knew that, probably. I think... What age is it? Is it 16 in Belgium? I remember I went to Germany when I was 17, so I was allowed. And that was the first one I had. 16, yeah. Honestly, I kind of wish it was 16 here, and not just so that we could at that age. But people go insane. And honestly, they do stupid things like to not get caught, basically. Like, whereas if you just allowed it, they wouldn't do those stupid things that endangered other people. That's not a good start. I don't like that. We're going to go to cautious. We are going to go to cautious and not concede more than that. Yeah, that's just like, I mean, I feel like people, like young people here, whenever, before they're 21, like before they, basically that 18 to 21 gap, they just want to do it because it's cool, and then they end up doing like stupid things like driving and stuff instead of getting an Uber because they don't want to get in trouble and different stuff like that. I would like to get a goal back here, because then it would be very hard for them to come back. 3 is attainable at this point, but maybe going cautious is the right call. If we don't get another highlight this match, I don't think I'd complain too much. Yeah, see, we're weird. It's like you can drive at 16, but you can't drink till you're 21. Mikkelsen. I think he should have slotted it straight across, but we'll take the corner. It's kind of annoying that you can't drive before 16, though. I think I'd prefer to drive at 16. But to be fair, though, in Europe, you guys don't really need to drive as much, right? Jessica Sipe, hello. Welcome into the stream. I'm good. How are you? We are in the Faroe Islands playing some Football Manager. Yeah, that's true. See, in the United States, it's so, like, I mean, you have to have a car. It kind of stinks. The stream is going pretty well. I've gotten a few new followers, been hanging out with Mr. Bossy. I'm pretty new, so I don't have much to compare it to, but yeah, it's pretty fun. I like talking to people. Do you play FM? If so, what's your save? Who are you playing as? Yeah, to go back to you, Bossy, I was jealous of how much I could walk in Europe. It was like you got to where you're going, and then you can access whatever you need wherever you're at. It's very nice. Not like that here at all. Half the roads don't even have walkways. And do I like artwork? I'm not super big in artwork, I would say. I don't really know much. I do have a logo and a banner, actually. I don't have an overlay as of yet, but I don't know. We'll see if I can figure that out at some point. I'm not too worried about it. Just kind of streaming for fun. Nice. Good for you. Oh, they came close there. Maintaining a car. Yeah, maintaining a car is super expensive. It's, like, my car is completely paid for, but obviously I still have to pay for it every year. And pay insurance on every month. I actually don't have a Discord. I don't know how Discord works. I'm pretty new. I'm pretty new to Twitch as well. YouTube's the only thing I really kind of like know. I do appreciate the offer. If you have a Twitter, you can follow me at Soccer Scenarios and send me stuff there. As of now, though, I don't know if it's a payment thing. I don't have any money to pay for it, though. So I do like to let people know ahead of time. I definitely don't mind looking at it, but I don't have money for it. All right, it looks like we are going to be progressing. Oh, it's maintaining a car is more expensive. Well, I mean, I don't know how expensive it is related to here, but it can be pretty expensive to maintain a car here as well. I wish I could live a way that doesn't have it. Yeah, I don't have Discord, so I won't be able to message you. How much would it cost to have like an average car? Let's say a month. The expensive thing here would be insurance, which I'm pretty sure you guys have like the same style of insurance there. You know what? I'll take a 1-1 away from home. This might be our best. This is definitely our best result in Europe. Away from home. Because even though we got through the tie the first time, we lost like 6-3 in the away leg. I do not have Discord. You will not be able to find me as I do not have it. All right. So I guess we find out who we play in the playoffs next, right? I mean, that's how it works. Should be, right? Used cars on an average 17,000 according to Google. Yeah, that's not too bad. Sparta Prague. We're totally going to the Conference League. We're not going to beat Sparta Prague. Oh, that is... I mean... Yeah, I believe gas is expensive. If I had to guess what we pay per month, and mind you, our car is completely paid for. Like, we own it. Gas included. I do have to drive quite a way for work. So adding that in, let's say I fill up 4 times a month, so once a week. With insurance, I probably pay like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's 300 to 400, somewhere in that range a month. I'm actually not sure what my insurance cost is, to be completely honest with you. I did want to look up Sparta Prague. Thomas Rosicki, or Rosicki, I think that's how you say it. Thomas Rosicki is their general manager, which I didn't know. And he's been there for a long time, actually. That's cool. So they just lost to Copenhagen 3-1. And that's why they drop into the playoff. Do we not get... Okay, so we should have gotten some money for that, right? We did. We got 107,000. We're still not doing well. We're not doing well in terms of finances. Yeah, anything can happen, and I'm definitely going to go out and just play. See, the only thing that annoys me about this game is my scout should know for a fact that we cannot sign this guy because he wants 90,000 a year, and he's a 29-year-old. Like, what? How am I going to pay somebody 90,000 a year? What I really need to do is, I actually don't know what my facilities are, but we should be getting a development. Yeah, it's going to be pretty bad, apparently. I would hope that we could get some youth players in and kind of build a decent team, or at least get 2 or 3 players into the first team that we can sell on for a profit. But unfortunately, it's not going to be the case. I don't think, at least not this year. And can you tell? I should know that. I actually don't know how to get to the preferences from here. Would that be under staff? Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, I don't know how to specifically tell them. I don't know if I want them to completely not bring me those options, because then sometimes maybe it would be worth it, and maybe that's why. But at the same time, like, for a 29-year-old, I'm not going to pay $92,000 if he doesn't significantly improve the team. So I just noticed it was, can you tell him? I'm not sure if you can or not. I think you can probably set on a specific, you can set specific scouting, like, assignments, and within that assignment I could say I could give them a specific salary amount. The problem is they wouldn't find anyone, to be fair, because no one that's good enough for the team is going to be making $3,000 or less a year. So it's not super great. At this stage, we'll just hope we make a group stage and make some good money off of the TV money. I actually don't remember. Was that the next match? Was the Sparta game the next match? Yeah, it is. So we might get into that first Sparta game, and depending on what time is it, I don't actually know. It's decently late. I might play through that Sparta game and then have to head out for the night. It's pretty early where you are, by the way. Not a lot of people will be willing to go to the... Yeah, no. Though, to be fair, I want to go now. I definitely want to go to the Faroe Islands. I've always wanted to go to Iceland. And now I kind of want to go to the Faroe Islands instead, just because of this save. Yeah, 2 a.m. Okay, not too bad. Finish. Oh, I thought Nyangadu was going to let it drop and finish. Yeah, I can't stay up that late anymore. My body doesn't let me. I used to be able to do that when I was your age. Great goal. Ended up being Nyangadu somehow. I definitely thought Baldin would get the plaudits. So what is that? About a quarter of the game gone. Are you playing FM right now, by the way? If so, how's it going? You haven't been to school this week. Are you guys off for like a holiday? We actually just had, well, I think you were the one that said you watched some NFL. We had a Thanksgiving yesterday, so we were off today as well. Yeah, I usually go to bed in 15 minutes here. It's still really early. It's only 8:45. But I get up at like 6, and I like to get a full night's sleep. You had an operation. Well, I hope it went well. I hope everything is all good. And I'm glad you decided to come and hang out with me for a little bit. It's definitely more fun streaming when there's someone to talk to. I'm gonna switch Klets. That's not the sub I wanted to make. What did I do here? Let's undo that. Okay. We're gonna slide Gusaius back and then get Do we want to play Klaksvík? I might put Frank on. You can't really walk. Yeah. I would imagine that you would be in the bed. My wife actually just gave birth, so we have a newborn son. But she was definitely down and out for a little bit after that. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's super. It really is awesome. Like, you'll have a ton of people once you reach my age, and if you decide you want to end up trying to have a kid, you'll have a lot of people tell you it's the best thing you've ever done. And honestly, it adds up. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty great. I don't know how to explain it. But very, very, very good time of life right now. Very happy. Let's see. I think maybe I'll let Silas Guard get some time. He's not rated super well in the game, but he's actually played pretty well when he comes on. I realize I probably shouldn't be making so many subs so early. In fact, I don't know why I was making subs so early, but yeah. Yeah, it'll happen, man. Trust me. You've got plenty of time, too. For sure. I think if I was your age, you still have 5 years left. I met mine at 21. My future wife. So you do not need to worry about any of that. For now, you just get to have fun. I think luckily Cassie's fine with coming off. Howler Hansen, he doesn't mind too much, it doesn't seem like. What's your plan? Are you I don't know at what age you guys graduate, but I'm assuming you're gonna try and go to university. Is that a pretty common pathway over there as well? Yeah, man. That's what I did too. And that's what got me into coaching. I didn't actually I didn't go for coaching. But just being in the university, kind of exploring what I wanted to do. Unfortunately, we're 1-1 tied with Runavik right now. Hopefully we'll be able to get rolling here and get another couple goals. We always seem to give teams an opportunity. And then at some point we I don't know what we do. We flip a switch and we absolutely smack them. I don't know what I want to do. I don't like what I'm studying. Yeah. I went through that too. And I'm going, like I've told you, I don't know if you were in earlier, but I might be changing. I don't know yet. I think it's natural though for humans to kind of like, I don't know, not always enjoy what we're doing. It's just like human nature, I think. What are you studying? Oh no. Down at home. They get a double. They switched their system now to a 5-3-2. They're going to sit in. What do we do about it? Do we go 4-4-2? They almost scored again. Can't seem to move my player there. Oh wait, what am I doing? I did this last time for a reason. Business and organization. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good one to go into, because then you can, I hope that counts. The thing about a business degree, though, I don't know if it's the same over there as here, but I'd assume it is. The types, I mean, every job is going to be working for a business, so at least you have the flexibility to work in a industry that you would like to pick out. That would be the good thing about that kind of thing. So you might not like the business things in and of themselves, but you might like what you can use it for, if that makes sense. But yeah, I switched what I was doing, so that's also an option. It just depends. Like I said, you have plenty of time. You also don't have to get it right the first time. If you decide to change later on in life, that's fine too. See offsides? Two own goals to give us the lead. Justinison and Peter Skipanis. I wouldn't have expected that to be how we regained the lead, to be honest. I will certainly take it. The switch to the 4-4-2 was a good one, it seems. And we're progressing again. Kletsgaard, Nyangadu slips it for Bowden. Goal. Maybe, yeah. I don't really know, like, I don't know how to make a business class exciting. I've taken a couple. The reason I liked my business classes I took is because it was directly related to what I chose. And so, for example, I did like I started basically a soccer league. Like, how would I go about starting a soccer league? And it was, I mean, it was basic what I came up with, but it was coming up with balance sheets and very simple business things, but that was fun. But outside of that, like actually learning everything, I don't know how they make it fun. The fun part will just be making money off of it, I guess. See, like I said, we turned on a switch. Yeah, you will, for sure. But that's the thing, with the basics that you're learning now, you never know what it'll lead you to. So, my best advice is just do your best. Because you never know who you'll meet or what'll happen. And like I said, if you switch, it's not a big deal. You've got plenty of time to figure out who you want to be, and even if you change your mind on who you want to be, that's fine too. Alright. Sparta Prague coming up. And I'm a little scared. We are going to get to play... I didn't realize that was a cup game. Is that a cup game? It was. That was the semifinal of the cup. TB made it all the way. I don't think they're super well. They're 10th in the Premier League. Not super great. Alright, Nyangadu did well. Good job. Alright, and we head to face... Oh, Pavlovic got a yellow card. Oh, interesting. Okay. So you could only choose business. That's a little interesting. Will there ever be a time where you can pick something else? If you change schools. Gotcha. Yeah, see, we don't really have, like, I forgot we had all these guys on trial. In the United States, we don't have, like... Well, that's not true. We do have, like, special's not the right word, but, like, specific schools that do... They might, like, focus on a specific thing. Like, I know we have, like, a technical high school in the capital of our state. That, like, they kind of go out and recruit, like, the best, like, scientific brains or whatever. So there's some options like that, but in high school, at least, there wasn't a ton of, like, choosing a specific pathway. It was just learning general classes. So, like, you could take business classes, but then you might go to, like, a bio class. There's only about 4 in Belgium. Interesting. Okay. Well, what do you have any idea what else you would want to do? Business is probably the most accessible to, like, multiple different types of work. Because if you go for something very specific, I mean, obviously you're only allowed to do whatever that specific thing is. All right. So I wanted to look up if we lose here. Okay, we do go to the group stage if we lose here. So we have done well enough to match. We've done well enough to match what the team did in real life. If we can get the win here. If we can get a win here, we will have done better. Because we will have qualified for the Europa League group stage. Programming would actually be really cool. Programming, that would be a good one. Like I said, you would be very much like... You would be pigeonholed is what we say here. You would only be able to do, like, IT work. Which is a very specific thing. But if you enjoy computers... I wish I had the brain for it. I definitely wouldn't. The part of computers I enjoy is gaming, which I don't know if you can do that with IT. I don't know how much crossover there is, if I'm honest. You know, it's not a terrible start here if we can get a goal. Hansen drives through. Hansen, oh, that's not a good. It is the future, absolutely. That career is only gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. Let's be real. I just realized that person from before definitely unfollowed me. But I didn't have a Discord, so I didn't know what else to say. Yeah, if you're testing your game, yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, I figured it was a scam. I don't know how to, like... When they first come in, I can't really tell. It seemed like there was another one earlier, but then they asked me questions about... Well, I thought they were going to be a scam, but I don't think they actually were. So do I need to, like, report that account for being... Like, is that something that people do on Twitch? Or is it a real... Like, if it's a real person just trying to spread stuff, I don't mind. But if it's an AI thing trying to scam people and get their information, then I would want to report it for sure. I just don't know how it works on Twitch, to be honest. You could. I might after the stream's over. I'll think about it. He looked off sides to me. He looked off to me. We'll have to see. Oh. That sucks, dude. How close was he? He was off, was he not? Hold up. How is that not offsides? Am I missing something? FM can be rolling. That's really annoying if so. We're not playing that badly. Dang, dude. If we lose off of that. Oh. You know what? We've been doing a really good job switching to the 4-4-2. So I think with Cassie being tired, and honestly, he's not been worth anything in this game. Actually, we're going to put Gusaias on. Frank is fast, so we might, if we need to replace Kletsgaard, we'll do that. Yeah, that actually is pretty bad. I mean, it's funnily enough not even close to as bad as the Liverpool Spurs one. That was the worst VAR call probably ever. It's shocking to me how bad VAR is, to be honest. Like, that's one thing the Americans have gotten right. It's just how we just do instant replays fast. Very rarely does it take as long as it does in some of these European matches to get the right call. And the calls are wrong. That's what doesn't make sense to me. The calls are worse ever since they started having video review. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, just look at the screen and make the right call. Nyangadu, he's onside. Dude. We are in this match. We are so in this match and could go to the Europa League. This is what I wish I had done against the Hungarian team. I still think we would have lost, but like... We're not playing poorly at all. I definitely think the switch to the 4-4-2 was better. We're looking better as well. Hansen, can we get a ball in? He's going to drive. Now we might get countered. Sorry, doesn't win it out. This is where we're in trouble. Sar, where are you going? Get back. Okay. Sar's able to win the ball there. Good win. Can we slip the ball to Gusaias? Can we slip the ball to someone? We've got all 5 in the box right now. Get in. Well done. City Star with the goal. Yeah, I see. That's what I'm saying. Is like, we just gave them that 4-0 at home. Or sorry, that 4-0 when we went and played them at their place in the first leg. Whew, glad they didn't score there. But if we had gone into the home match a little bit closer and they were forced to come out a little more, who knows what would have happened against them. We could be technically still in the Champions League, but I thought maybe Gusaias could find it, but I would love to get a win at home again. How many fans do I get? I honestly don't know. I definitely get more fans for I get a lot more fans for the Europa League games and the Champions League games, obviously. This is a good break for them. No penalty. Come on. Hansen, well done. Alright, anybody playing poorly? Anybody need a switch? Freus is doing well in the middle. I haven't played him often. Kronberg's not having a good game. Mikkelsen's tired. I wish we still had Frederiksberg. If we can win the ball, we could potentially counter. Latif tries to. I wonder if I can see how many fans are here, actually. So 3,000 fans total. 184 away. Whew. That was close. This is kind of nerve-wracking. Good save by Pedersen. Okay, sub time. Mikkelsen is tired. We're gonna switch Nyangadu to his side. Then we are gonna get Silas Guard on the right. And I think for Klutzguard's done well, but we're gonna get Frank on. Frank's fast. And if we can counter and slip Frank early, like right now, it would be great to have Frank on the field. Unfortunately, we don't. Hansen slips it out to Nyangadu. Gasai here. Oh, good win from Chavos. Chavos, I don't know how to say it. I have a bad feeling about this play. Okay, never mind. Good job. Mikkelsen, slip it. Good. Who's in? Who's in? Oh. I thought that might be a chance there. All right, 10 minutes left. How do you let Bartek get the ball there? Okay. Let's see what we can do here. We've looked pretty good with the ball. Guard. We have our subs on the field now. Can we slip him? Frank. Oh. I wish Frank had just run and then we could have played him in. Four in here. Out to Latif. Yeah, I don't really want to have a Discord server, to be honest. I have too many things to keep up with as is. Was he off? I think he might have been off. No, he's on. He is on. It's a great ball from Nyangadu to find Frank, who had gotten in behind. Gusaias in. He definitely looked offsides, but I guess we're even. Apparently the refs are just bad, but at least it evens out this time. Okay, they're going to be all out attack right now. So should I go cautious? Or should I try and go out for another one? I think if you get the lead, just don't change anything. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely looked off to me. The only thing I can think of is if it like nicked off a defender, but even then, wouldn't that still count as offsides? I don't actually remember. Alright, Nyangadu is really tired, so we're going to get a sub on for him. And then probably... I think we need to have Andreasen come on for Hansen. Kind of. He's a more defensive presence in the midfield. Yeah, I can't remember with like all the different rule changes with intent, but yeah, I think that might be right. Oh, okay. Can we get one last chance? I think it's going to end there, yeah. All right. Part of me wants to go ahead and get to that Sparta Prague match. You know what? I might... Let's actually... What's the next match? What do you think? Should I go for it? Should I go for it tonight? I think I'm going to go for it. I think we're going to play 2 more games, then I'll be done. I've got to figure out what happens. Yeah, I've got to figure out what happens. I can't just leave that. I'll be dreaming about the second leg if I don't play it. All right, we do have to get through our match against MB. We're definitely going to rotate everyone. And then hopefully they can get a decent result. Before I forget, I do need to change my training before the away match. Yeah, I know. I definitely ended the last stream. We lost 4-0. And I ended it. I was like, nope, no chance am I going to play on. But tonight, with the win, you've gotta try, you know? Alright, we're the only match of the day right now. I actually do want to see... I didn't check it there. We're not, like, points-wise super far ahead, but like I said, 2 games in hand. I mean, I don't foresee us, like, needing to worry about playing a fully rotated side here. The problem is I don't have enough players to really play fully rotated. Who can play there? Do that. And then let's get... I don't know. Patrick De Silva, why not? I know that's not technically rotating him, but... The time is 9 o'clock right now, so it's really not that... It's really not that late. I've just been playing a while, honestly. That's the only thing. So they are coming in on bad form. Yeah. Yeah, time zones are weird. I mean, it makes sense, but I do kind of like, I feel like if I do get big enough, actually, I don't know. It's too early to even say. We get a good goal here, but it would be nice to not have to compete with the big streamers, because they all stream like basically when I wake up. But the other problem with that is not a lot of people are watching right now. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what Twitch looks like right now. I'm actually gonna go look and see. There's a few channels playing Football Manager. I don't know how to see more, but I do think that would be kind of an advantage at some point. Playing, yeah. I meant playing and then also watching. Now that I have the stream up, because I went to Twitch, I keep hearing myself talk. How do I get out of that? I'm just gonna get out of Twitch. Sorry, that was annoying. Let's see. So that goal didn't count. I just realized that goal didn't count. I'm starting to think we should switch full time to the 4-4-2, because it doesn't seem like we're doing super well with the 10. I might make the decision based off of this first half. We seem to be... We like have possession, but we don't seem to be able to create a lot of chances. Which I guess makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. Every time we've gotten a... Yeah, I think so too. He can actually play as a forward, so that works. Yeah, it's been all MB right now, and they're not super great. .17th, they're literally bottom of the league. Yeah, it got us the, I'm pretty sure we switched to the 4-4-2 in every single Conference League game so far, and it's gotten us... Okay, well, there's that. Yeah, I don't miss... I'm actually taking classes now, and I'm in the same boat. I have an exam I need to take. Luckily, it's on my own time, but I definitely need to get it done. Are we going to score again, like, immediately after switching to the 4-4-2? Okay, 4-4-2 it is, though. I think that is the reality of what we've discovered. So we have immediately started playing well with the switch, with doing absolutely nothing before. Honestly, I should probably start with the 4-4-2 and then drop to the 4-4-1-1. Actually, it might just make sense to stay. Yeah, I was gonna say it might make sense to play the 4-4-1-1 if I want to play like more conservatively, and have the 10 kind of sit on their 6 so they can't play through it. The 6 being the holding mid. 4 systems that play with it. But yeah, but even then, if you play in a 4-4-2, you can get the opposite side striker to drop in, and that's what all the pro teams do. And what I do in real life. I don't really know how to set that up in the game. But the strong side striker goes to the ball, and the weak side striker drops to the holding mid. And then you still have 2 if they build past that point that you can hit on the counter. De Silva's not done bad in the middle. Can we slip it wide? Bowden doesn't need to slip it wide. Yeah, I think it just opens up the space too. With the central striker, they're able to play pretty narrowly, but with the 2 strikers, they have to open up a bit. So I think that's helping as well. Yeah, we definitely turned this game around for sure. Not that we were losing, but it definitely felt like we were losing. We were on the way to losing. They literally haven't even gotten onto our side of the field since we made the switch. So I definitely think I've figured out the best way for us to play. 4-4-2 it is. I think I concede less with a 4-4-2. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if I can look it up specifically when goals are scored. But I'm pretty sure we're definitely scoring more now. Did we switched to the 4-4-2 against the Hungarian side, and we were able to get back into that game if I remember correctly. And then after that, let's go back. I'll wait for the game to be done and then we can look back. But I'm pretty sure I've started in that 4-4-1-1 every time, and we've switched to this every time, and we always have conceded before I switch, and then we end up winning the match after I switch to the 4-4-2. So there you have it. When you start your save, play a 4-4-2, inverted wingers, advance forwards. So zoom out and see how it looks. See how open... So the center backs... It's definitely easier to open up with the 2 strikers for sure. Irwin had a pretty good drive there. This is definitely the best game Irwin's had for us. Alright. Now we're just being mean. Alright, I'm gonna go to key highlights so we can get through this. I want to get into the Sparta match, and we're definitely gonna go 4-4-2. The question now is, do we go cautious with the 4-4-2 and try not to concede? Because after we went cautious in the last match, we didn't concede. I think we do need to go cautious against Sparta Prague and accept the fact that we're going to be under pressure. Yeah, I'm glad I could be your first one. I don't know if you follow him, but I also suggest FM Llama. I appreciate that. I do, to be fair to the big streamers, I think it gets to a point where you can get too big, and some people just don't like the big streamers just because it's impossible for some of these FM streamers to actually hold on to a conversation with someone, which I think that's a big part. I think people just have preferences. But I definitely agree with you, because there's a few streamers that I've followed where, like, I used to really enjoy the streams when it was smaller, and then I'm glad they grew. Obviously, I want to grow too, but it gets to the point where there's so many people in the chat, it's like kind of loses its their ability to be personable. Yeah, I definitely see what you're saying there, for sure. Alright, I think should we make some subs? Okay, Latif is really tired. Sometimes in games like these, I just take off the guys that are really tired and leave it at that. Yeah, there is one guy that I really like. I don't know if you would follow him, but his name's FM Llama. He's a decently big creator. Super nice guy though, and his streams are a pretty good size. So I very much enjoy being in there. He gets about like 50 to 100 on average, I think. But chat-wise is pretty... He's pretty good at following. Yeah, I'll have to... I wonder if I can send the link. Let's see. I have him on Twitter right here. Okay, here we go. I'll see if the link works. Let me see if I can... But he's a good one too, if you end up following him at some point. Make sure you let him know that Soccer Scenario sent you. He streams earlier in the day though, so he is European. He is based in Europe, so he will have earlier streams. So you may be in school and not able to watch him. But in case you can catch one. Yeah, man, he's kind of the reason I got into Twitch, to be honest. He streamed on YouTube because that's how I came to Twitch. I started on YouTube first. And one day he was streaming on YouTube, so I started following his... Oh wow. Cassie's going to France, and we're not going to make any money off of him. I tried to sign a contract for him, but he wouldn't take it. Anyway, what I was saying about Llama is, like, that's kind of what got me into streaming, is he started on YouTube, then he switched to Twitch. And I came over when he came to Twitch. And now I'm finally trying it for myself, and I'm enjoying it so far. I think you have to get to 100 to get to affiliate or something. And I'm at 30, which isn't... I don't know what the normal... Well, I'm at 29. But I don't know what the normal rate of getting to 100 is. He had such a big YouTube channel, though. It was funny. He just came over, and... I think he was affiliate by, the second time he streamed or something. I don't quite have that draw. Is it harder than YouTube? I guess so. I mean, on YouTube, I'm doing pretty well. I guess it's hard because I didn't start both at the same time. I definitely remember YouTube being really, really hard at first, though. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of weird because it's so different. Like, on YouTube, you can make one video and blow up from that one video. On Twitch, I don't know if you can... I don't know that's like, you kind of have a equivalent there. I guess you can get rated, and it's kind of like that. Allison to make an approach for Bowden. My client's preferred destination is at Allison. There's no way that I'm actually going to let him go for that, but on loan. But maybe if they want him for 100K? Nah. See? Yeah, if you don't have an established fan base. Oh, yeah. I could see that for sure. Honestly, YouTube, I started YouTube before shorts were a thing, and that was when YouTube was the hardest. YouTube was so hard before shorts. Now shorts are like half of what my channel is. I think we're gonna go 4-4-2 here, like we said. We're gonna go 4-4-2. All right. I think City Star needs to start in the middle with Hansen. Hansen will just have to come on. We're going to start as strong as we can. Cassie, I think it actually kind of comforts me that we're losing Cassie. Most Twitch viewers probably come from other sites. Yeah, I could see that. I think a lot of people came to Twitch with, well, not a lot, but quite a few people came with Llama when he switched. Me being one. I like, you kind of discover Twitch through someone. Whereas YouTube, I've known YouTube for as long as I can remember. They're playing in a 3-4-3. Or really a 3-5-2, I guess. This is definitely the most important match in club history, let's be real. A lot on the line. A spot in the Europa League. Can we make the Europa League in the first season? I would be ecstatic if we could do this. Yeah, this might be one of the biggest games of my football manager career. I think we need to go ahead and change the cautious. I forgot to do that. I think we're gonna go cautious. And then if we absolutely have to, Froisa, oh my gosh. I just realized I think we're on key as well. We want to be on extended so we can see what's happening in the match. So far, cautious seems to be what we should do. The question is, if they score, do we switch off of cautious? And I think the answer is we stay on cautious until we are down. Yeah, this would be a fantastic accomplishment. Okay, Andreasen gets a yellow here. We need to be able to counter at some point. That was stupid. Why are we heading it back into the midfield? He looked off? He was off. Okay. Yeah, I feel the same way. I think at the point that we're down, we have to change to go positive. But yeah, if we go down and it's tied, we just... You've got to be kidding me. What a stupid foul. I really hope he doesn't give it, but I'm pretty sure that was a foul. Yeah. So, do away goals count, though? What a save, Pedersen! What a save! Oh my gosh. Don't concede now. Come on, boys. Come on, get a goal now. Come on. Come on. That feels like a goal. I know, right? Pedersen the GOAT. Alright, can we craft a chance here? Mikkelsen, come on. I know it was a bad pass, to be fair, but you've got to read and get to the ball first. Oh, no. What a save from Pedersen again. Oh, my gosh. Come on. Alright, I think we haven't really been able to counter yet. I'm trying to figure out what I would need to do to be able to counter more easily. Mikkelsen's not playing well, so I'm thinking of a double change. in the second half. Maybe bring in somebody on the right, and then I think we need to put Frank up top. All right. Just don't. Let's go into the half without conceding. Jones, is that another save from Pedersen? Pedersen's keeping us in this right now. He's on an 8.3. See, I'm torn because honestly they should be up with how we've been playing. We haven't been good enough, except for Pedersen. Whew. All right. Make it to half. Okay, we're still up 2-1. All right. So we have the lead on aggregate. We're up 2-1. So if they score, they would technically have an away goal. So I'm actually sweating right now. Gosaias hasn't done well. All right, we're gonna get to the 60th minute and see what happens, and then I think we start making some subs. Andreasen's hurt. Pixelated Sweets, welcome in. This is the last match of the stream probably, but this is the biggest match of the stream. We could qualify for the Europa League group stage with a win, and we are in the lead. We are facing a lot of pressure. Don't let him score a stupid goal. I'm hope. Okay, it's fine. We're at 2-2. All right, we're at 2-2. What we need to change something. Yeah, we're still. I think we need to change some of the guys that just haven't been playing well. And we'll see if bringing these guys in will make us a little better. I might actually. Irwin isn't technically a wide player, but he played their last match and did well. I think fresh legs might be the most significant thing. Frank, the new guy. Frank has been so good recently. Oh, how did that not go out for a corner, man? All right, so depending on how they play, if they go a bit more conservative, that was a little bit scary. All right, Irwin drives. They might open up. We might have time to be able to actually counter. I don't know. Depending on if they've switched to a more cautious mentality, they might give us more of the ball. Hansen here. Nyangadu. Nyangadu with the goal. We're back in the lead, and we have an away goal. I don't know if the away goals count still, to be honest with you, but at least I have that comfort. All right, so now we just have to survive again. It took them more than a half to score the first goal. Pedersen's still on an 8.1. We could actually make a Europa League group stage in the first season with this club. Irwin, by the way, actually a part of the build-up there, and he does it well again. I might have to retrain him to play on that side. He's done well, and he's not even a natural in that position. Nyangadu with another goal! Nyangadu with another goal, and we're up 4-2, and we are headed to the Europa League. We have to be headed to the Europa League group stage. Sparta kind of being FM'd here. 11 shots to our 4. But we put 2 of our 4 shots away. And now the goal is to not concede early enough and give them hope. It's a good ball for Bartek and off the post. This might not be the night for Sparta. It's feeling like it's Klaksvík's night. It's feeling like it's Klaksvík's night for sure. Oh no, I shouldn't have said anything. Nobody's gonna step to him. What a block. Oh, I'm ecstatic with this. Okay. Gusaius really hasn't done well. I'm just gonna put guard on. He's pretty fast. City Star is tired. I'm a little nervous. I think we're gonna put Cassie on for him there. It is all defending from Klaksvík right now. Yeah, we were. We survived long enough and kept ourselves in the game in that first half. That penalty saved by Pedersen. Pedersen's really the guy that helped us out the most. He really kept us in that first half. And then it was all to play for in the second half, and we've done well enough so far. They can still technically equalize. I would like to get to the 80th minute before I get super comfortable, but even then, I've had worse happen to me. Another corner for them. My palms are sweaty right now. Alright, Pedersen able to claim it. Alright, I don't usually do this, but this is such a big game. We're going to waste time as much as possible. I think I have one more sub to make as well. I definitely don't want to take any of my defenders off, but at the same time, I feel like they're the ones that I would have to do. Oh my gosh, they've hit the bar twice or 3 times, I think. We are certainly FMing them. Romancevic is going to drive. I have a bad feeling about this one. Okay, good. We get a goal kick. We're going to take our time here. I think we've done it. I think we've done it, right? I mean, depending on how much added time there is. Irwin has done... What's his rating? He's only on his 6.7, but the eye test... I think he's very important to the build-up. He's there again. Sometimes it's as simple for me as just keeping the play rolling. Silas Guard not able to get there. Irwin here. Oh, I thought he was going to be able to get that goal. De Silva here. 2-4. He's taking as much time as he can. I don't want him to get a yellow card. I think I've won it too. I think so. I would love to get another goal to put it even more away. It's not gonna happen though. All right, so 4-4-2, 4-4-2, and play conservatively when we're the weaker team. I think that is going to be the plan for now. Especially as we head into these Europa group games, because we're gonna. It's not gonna be easy, for sure. I mean, we're gonna be playing teams that are harder to beat than this. Oh my gosh, we could play a Premier League team. I'm just realizing that we could literally be playing a Premier League team. That's it, right? I've got to say, after losing 4-0 in Champions League qualifying, I definitely did not think a Europa League appearance was on the cards. Oh man, I'm so excited for the money. Not gonna lie. I'm so excited that we made the Europa League. I think, honestly, that puts developing this club... Let's see the difference between making... I wonder what the difference is between what you get in the group stages between the Conference League and Europa League. Because if it's as significant of a difference between the Champions League and the Europa League, that could put development of the club itself ahead by like years. Years in a save. I'd have to say, like, in the Faroe Islands, I'd have to be, right? We broke the scoring record in the league, and we've guided Klaksvík to the Europa League group stage. I mean, if that doesn't get you Manager of the Year, I don't know what does. My game is taking a really long time to process, and I'm a little bit nervous that I didn't save the game. Okay, there we go. I am saving immediately. I don't usually save manually. Dude, this is one of my favorite FM moments, I think, of all time. Alright. We caused 3 million! That's massive for this club. 3 million, and all of a sudden that terrible debt we were in looks like nothing. Oh my gosh, and that's not even what we get for the group. Oh, this is amazing. This is like, I mean, other than obviously making the Champions League, this is as good as it could have gotten. Okay, not the Champions League, but I do want to see the Europa League. Oh, we're going to the group stage. The group stage is being drawn today. We are going to be here. We are going to definitely go through that. Let's see. I can't believe we got through that game. I'm not going to lie. Dude, we might actually have money to sign some players next year. I don't understand. See, these players are so silly, man. I say you did a good job at training, and then they're annoyed after we just got to the UEFA League. Or Europa League, excuse me. So we are going to lose Cassie, which stinks, but honestly... So, they were going to extend my contract. I wonder why. We would like to gauge your opinion on whether discussing a new project would be... Yeah, sure. I've witnessed Faroe history. Absolutely, you have. And I've gotten that new contract. Any doubts that the players had are now gone. And we are going to have the group stage draw right now. All right, I'm a little bit nervous now to see who we can get. Let's see. In pot 1, Liverpool, Roma, Ajax, Villarreal, Leverkusen, Atalanta, Rangers, and Sporting. So we have to hope for a Rangers Sporting to even have a chance. Yeah, this should be fun. We'll speed it up a tiny bit. And then it should, I think it automatically will advance, yeah. Dimitar Berbatov. Berbatov? How do you say it? Berbatov? Anyway. He's doing the draw now. So Rangers in Group B. Ajax was Group A. Leverkusen would be a hard group too. I think out of the teams we want to avoid, though, it's Liverpool and Roma, right? But definitely would prefer Sporting and Rangers. All right. Liverpool in Group H. Hopefully, if we make it that far and we get picked last in that group, I will be sad. Braga and Ajax, that's gonna be a pretty competitive group right there. Real Betis, I don't know how good they are compared to Rangers, but I feel like they would be pretty close. I don't think I want any of these first groups, to be honest. I definitely don't want Group D. Oh my, Group D. Ooh, put us in Group E. We get a rematch? Put us in Group E and we get a rematch and we get to play Sporting. Oh, if that's what we get, I'm gonna be so happy. I would love to get some revenge. Yeah, I think so. I agree. I really want Group E, though. That's what I want. Oh man, there's some good teams in this one. Hopefully Freiburg doesn't get picked into... Let's see, Genk Antwerp. We got some Belgian representatives. Those will be hard for us to beat. I definitely don't want Group C at this point. Yeah, I don't want Group D either. No. Come on, who... Be Astana. Dude, if we get this group... Oh, man. Come on. Alright, we're getting close to finding out where we're going to be. I definitely don't want Group G either. Group G looks good. Oh, this might be the group of death there, right? Slavia Prague, Freiburg, and Liverpool. Watch us get them now. Alright, alright. It's not terrible. I mean, it's doable. So Group B is where we're gonna be. I feel like we can potentially come in third there. Maybe. It could definitely be worse. This is the group that I wanted. Oh, that's definitely the group I wanted. At the end of the day, the goal is the same though. Try and get out with whoever we have to play. That's a hard group there too. I definitely think this might be... I don't know how good Aberdeen is currently, but that's a hard group there. Alright, what do we think is the group of death? I mean, I think it's Group H. Group H is probably the group of death. Yeah, top three. If I can get a decent amount, decent results, we should be fine. Ranger. The reality is we're probably not getting a lot of. I don't know. We'll see. It all depends on how we play against Ludogorets. I did want to see how much money we get per win in the group stage. The money's gonna keep flowing. So per win we get 675k. So if we go to the UEFA Conference League, how much are there? I want to know how much their knockouts are if we can make it. We'd still get like 300k from this round. And then the money only goes up from there. So yeah, I think the goal is to do as well as we can. And just be thankful that we have money coming in. Yeah. Alright. Well, thank you for joining me on this adventure. I'm not sure when I'll stream again. I haven't really made a schedule, and I don't know if I'll be able to with everything going on in life. But I appreciate you coming in. And hopefully you can join in for the next Faroe Islands save. I'm going to get to bed. You should probably get to bed too. But yeah, I hope you heal well from your operation. And thanks again for the follow. Hopefully we'll see you around soon. Alright, peace out.